Hey guys, welcome to Casual Corner Chats. I'm Luke.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Sam.
I'm Vu.
And today, as you can see, we have a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Claudia.
All right. So, everyone, please ask Claudia how she knows someone.
Yeah, Claudia, how do you know us or one of us?
Well, I know Luke. We work together.
Hi. Yeah. So today we brought this episode. It's about becoming a parent because we know Vu has been having a life crisis as a
You
recent.
call me out, bro.
It was in a previous episode.
Yeah,
we got to
sure.
address a relation.
All right.
And Claudia is a mum. Would you like to talk about your family?
Well, I do. I have a son. He is 12. He will be 13 in October.
Oh my God.
Not an expert, but I will try my best to
Answer any
answer any questions that you may have. I see that you're feeling some sort of worry at the
13?
moment.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's so different.
Some experience. I
So
have
he's
some
going through
experience.
puberty. Is that
Yes,
Yeah.
sort of preteen. So
Is he just the worst right now? You know?
you know what? Surprisingly, he's not that bad.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not yet. I was waiting for. I've heard like from a lot of
none of
guys
that
from work that at that
manosphere,
age
you
there's
know?
that teen angst.
Yeah.
So not yet. So we'll see. I still have
still early.
Still
Yeah.
early.
Still
Okay.
baby. Still
Yeah.
baby.
okay. So with that, she'll be able to answer any of these questions. And
You're just me.
I know, right?
We've got some of our own, and Claudia also has some of her own to address to us. So we'll see how we go. So let's start things off. Claudia, so when were you ready to have kids? What life stage were you and how old were you?
So I fell pregnant when I was, think back, I was 25. So I had him when I was 26. So I think it was just more of a natural next step. So my husband and I, we have gotten married already. It was
Wow, you got married early.
I don't know. I wouldn't say. I think at the time it was
Normal.
a normal
Normal, yeah.
age. I mean, it was
Okay.
25.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you immediately got married and then
Yeah,
immediately
pretty
started
much.
having
It was
kids,
something
right?
we did talk about. You know, it's like, okay, so after we get married, should we try for a baby straight away? And he was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And it was, to be honest with you, I don't think there was really much thought into it. It was just like, okay, it's the next step that we take.
Okay.
And
Do
yeah,
you regret that sort of?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was going to say, you look great for your age,
Oh,
by the way.
We literally said the same thing too.
I did the
We were
math
like,
just then. I was
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
What is
Honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, you
okay.
look young yourself too. I mean,
Because we are young, bro. We're babies, man. We can't have babies now. That's why we're having this podcast. 'Cause we're
honestly,
babies.
this is where you guys stop aging. I think it's an Asian thing.
Oh my God,
Like you
yeah.
don't age any more than this. Ends here.
Until
Honestly,
like
I
you're
love
60,
that.
Yeah,
and then you just
hopefully.
prune
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
I
right?
think that's what it is, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Vu? When are you expecting to have kids since this is your crisis?
Look. On paper, it's within the next 5 years. I am not
Okay.
excited for that.
Like what age?
Yeah, so like what I'm 29 now. So by 34, I think like the second kid is gonna like
Oh,
be coming about.
second.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
We
don't
just
know what
jump
I'm doing.
past the first child.
Yeah, I know.
Man, look, my partner type A, she's gotten everything written down and ready to go, and it's just like my job to come to terms with the plans as we hit those particular stages. You know,
How many kids is in your plan? Okay, two.
Two max, please.
Okay.
Please.
But is that your plan or
eldest,
her plan?
okay.
Sorry.
No, I've only ever wanted two kids. She was one of 4 children. I think initially she wanted that many, and then became 3, and then it was like actually the two's enough. You know. But yeah, she's a little bit older than me, so that sort of biological clock calculation is
Just a little bit, but yeah.
is more present. You know. And like I'm open to adoption and all that type of stuff, so that's fine.
Oh. Okay, so even if like you have your first biological child and let's say her pregnancy is like terrible,
Yes,
like she
yes.
is allergic to being pregnant. I've heard a lot of people
She's
do that.
a
Yeah.
wee thing.
think-
You know what I mean?
There are
She's a
a lot of
teeny
people that
tiny
have
thing.
that, right? So you would be
Okay.
open to having an adopted kid as your second child.
Like full stop, she kind of needs to do a C-sec if like she has a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like
Oh, because
physically
of how
possible.
small she is?
Yeah, it's just tiny.
Okay.
right?
Because of
yeah.
the hips.
Yeah.
No, I've heard.
Yeah, like it's her mother. I think she was also a C-sec baby as well.
A couple of my friends were as well.
Yeah, my son is a C-section.
okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice. How was the recovery? I have so many questions for you.
That's okay. Ask away, honestly.
Yeah, how's the
recovery,
recovery?
you know what? I think it's important, like if she does have a C-section, to have a lot of support.
Yeah.
I think that's where
Yeah, I'm
that
good at
comes
that.
into as well.
Yeah.
Just not with yourself, but if family offer, say yes.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
we want to help you. Yes.
Right.
You know, don't.
Her family's
definitely,
good. My family's not. But
Oh, okay.
that's fine.
So yeah, definitely don't feel like.
How long was the recovery process for you?
For me, I think it wasn't as long as I thought it was, because you generally, when it comes to emergency C-section, it does take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a shock, right?
Yeah, it's more traumatic.
Yeah, it's more traumatic, exactly.
100%.
So I think 6 weeks.
Right.
6 weeks.
Only.
But with me, my mum was telling me off, because as soon as I got out of, as soon as I got out of, I was out of hospital, I was, you got to lie down, you got to rest, you got to do all of that.
Cut in half.
Yeah,
though,
I
you know?
was up and about, moving around, and your mum's like, sit down, just sit down, Let me, I'll help you, I'll take care of baby. So it was, it was good, but
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because literally today we had that conversation about how long she should take mat leave for recovery. That was a conversation this afternoon.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's the world I'm living in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if the first kid is too traumatic, then like adoption is definitely a
Yeah.
thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, so she's not going to take extended leave even though she's recovered. She's not going to take more leave to take care of the child. Wait, what do you mean?
She will take as much leave as mat leave allows.
Okay.
Which is months, which is more time.
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
recovery.
Which is I think 3 months. I believe. I have no idea actually.
I mean,
No, it's more than
ideally,
that.
I said a
how
word.
long does
It's
she
more than
want? Like, ideally, what's her?
I don't know. I think she threw out a number. 3 months is probably good. 6 months is too long.
Interesting. A lot of people do 9.
Right.
I took 5 years.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
It's
women
it's
do.
different. Like in your mind now, you start planning,
Yeah.
thinking, I'm gonna have 3 months, I'm gonna have 6 months, and then
Yeah.
when the child actually comes out,
Yeah,
then you
it's
kind of
a
you
completely
want to
different
be there
story.
for your child,
Yeah.
right? You want,
No.
I think
I've heard that story too.
yeah. I mean, you can talk about it now, but
Yeah, exactly.
things do change.
So
yeah.
yeah, that's the
3
miasma in
months
which
is
I live in.
really
That's
short.
very short. That's very
It's
short.
Yeah,
really, really
paternity
short.
leave is shorter. I think it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
as
it's
like men, you get like 2 weeks or a month at most.
It depends on each company.
Yeah, because
I think so.
Yeah.
But
My
in,
West-
in
my
ours,
company-
it's
yeah.
more than that.
We get 6 months for
Yeah.
paternity leave.
Yeah, paternity.
But
Yeah,
then
my
you can
brother,
kind
he
of
took 6
spread
months.
it out as
Wow,
well. Like,
let
you
me
don't
work
have to,
there, bro. What the-
Yeah.
yeah, like you don't have to take it all in one chunk as well.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes, like you can
Oh, that's amazing.
spread it out as well. Yeah. So maybe
Okay.
look into your options.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
sick.
pretty sure that's really short. Because even for like maternity, 3 months is like really short. Like
Yeah,
most people
okay.
do like 9 months, like given the span of like birth,
That's crazy.
and then or like carrying the baby. My God.
Yeah.
But then sometimes they extend it to like a year, year and a half, 5 years. Like really depends.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you, Sam? When are you going to be ready for kids? Or if you want kids.
So I actually didn't think this question was going to get asked to
Do
me.
you want kids?
I know, I do. I do. I thought the questions were more towards. Anyway, no, I do want kids. I want 2 minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum.
Maximum?
It could be maximum. Yeah.
No, sorry. What
okay.
is your maximum?
Oh no,
maximum?
like 3 is probably my max.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but ideally 2, and ideally like a boy and a girl. But
Wait, sorry. Would you choose your gender? if
no,
you
I
could?
wouldn't.
Okay.
No,
Hmm.
no. I don't like that kind of stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years until it's
Yeah.
time for you?
From right now.
I would say, I feel like my first would probably be when I'm like 34, like 33, 34.
So that's
5 years.
5,
Mm.
6
Within
years.
5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be my first.
Our kids better be friends. I swear to God. Do you know what I mean?
You're just gonna force them
You're
in a
gonna force
room.
them to go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
of
don't give a
course.
But if they're more than friends, like
I mean, yeah, that'd be great too.
Yeah.
Win-win.
But then
in-laws, right?
but like your kid, like, do you want our kids to be the same age, like same.
They don't have to be the same age.
Okay.
It's like
But
pop
like
one
it,
out of 10.
it would
pop
be
one out.
nice. Yeah, it would be nice to share the misery with someone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no!
I mean, partners there, but you know, no,
It is, bro.
It's not. I'm not gonna say it's a misery, but yeah.
What about you, Jenny? When will you be ready?
Look, I've thought about this some time now, and like I did want kids before, and like now, not that it has changed, but the degree of wanting kids has slightly changed now. Whether like
Higher or
Shifted.
lower?
it's lower now.
Okay.
Like before, yes, I want kids. I would love to raise a child. I would love to like bring them into this world and teach them how to be a good human being. But like now, it's like, do I want to? Like, I think it's more of a selfish thing now. I have to dedicate my whole life, 24/7, basically 18 years of their life, so that they can be a decent human being, like
yeah.
to serve society, basically.
Function.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, I'm also going to be like, yeah, that's okay. I think I could live out my life.
I respect it.
normally.
No, that's fair. No, I
Yeah.
agree. 100%.
Wow.
That's fair.
Okay. What changed? Why?
I think there is more to life than having kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's not the only pathway like that you have to take as well.
Yeah, maybe I'm just more selfish now, and like I want to experience more things without a child. I don't want to say dragging me down, but like really they set back your entire life.
Yeah.
And like you can't travel, you can't do a lot of the things that you wanted to do when you have a child.
Like they're the first
So
priority.
it's- Yeah,
It's not-
exactly.
Yeah,
Huge,
look,
unfortunately.
I'll be real. I'm doing a lot of that stuff within the next couple of years before I'm locked down to a kid for the next 20.
Yeah.
I know, but I feel
I know
like you
there's more.
can't do everything in like
I know.
the
Yeah.
three. But like, yeah,
I guess it's about like priorities and like what you want to.
What about you, Luke?
No, I was just gonna say because I met one of my brother's friends who had a kid like when he was in his 20s, and he asked, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing next year?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to Europe and all that." It's like, I miss it so much. I wish I could go with you. And he's just like, "Yeah, some things you have to, you do end up missing and all that." becoming a dad."
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do. It's
Yeah.
a lot of sacrifice.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but for me, I don't have a plan like you guys of like when I want it. Like because you all know that I also would kind of prefer to foster a kid rather having my own. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was on the episode.
on the podcast, Sam. You were right here.
You were there, bro. He said he wanted a foster, and you were like, "That's a lot." And it's like, "Yeah, I know."
Oh wait, no, it was there. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
We'll get into more details of why that is like later on. But yeah, that's
But
just how
that's
I
still
see it.
present. Like you still would
Yeah.
want to do that.
Yeah, if it happens, it happens. Like having
Okay.
a kid, but
Yeah.
kind of just want to foster a kid. Yeah, as well.
Not if your
So
partner is like,
you're kind of in a similar state to Jenny. Like if it happens
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But yeah,
no urge to have biological
no
children.
urge to
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
biological.
But if you find a partner that, who wants a biological child, would you
Yeah,
be...
if they really want it, then happy to. Yeah. But
Oh.
again, I could go
Okay.
either way.
I can't leave that to. Do you know what I mean? I can't just. That's such a major dramatic life shift that I can't
Yeah.
just be like, oh,
I
if
gotta-
it falls in my lap.
I gotta say, like, so you're not like completely no to the
Yeah.
idea of
Yeah.
having, but like your partner wanting a child will change your opinion. Like, what
Will
if?
move the
Like,
dial.
what if?
Exactly.
But like, what if? I don't know. I'm like thinking like the what ifs. Like, if I was your partner, like your opinion could change. Like,
Because you're so on the fence, kind
yeah,
of.
like
Yeah.
you're kind of like a impartial.
middle,
Like
yeah.
you're impartial.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bit of a
Red flag.
little, a little. Like I would question,
But that's a
I think I'd
stance
hone on
that's
that.
allowed, though.
but like him changing his mind, but then her going into the relationship knowing that he could say like he.
I understand.
You know what I
understand.
mean?
The consequences to like coming to the realization is like, oh, actually, I don't want kids after
Yeah.
having the kid is like,
Yeah, like
I
Astronomical,
feel like that's
right?
also a conversation you got to have before you get into a serious relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But yeah, that's just how I see it.
No,
that's a
for
normal thing.
Sure.
you know.
Yeah,
I feel no, it's fair because I do know someone pretty close who no kids, no marriage.
Yeah.
But now they're married with kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like I say, things
do
change.
change.
They do
Yeah.
change. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, on to the next question. So, Claudia, do you want any more kids? If so, a boy or a girl, and why?
I do. I would love to, but it's just it wasn't meant to be. So I think when we were talking about having kids, I wanted 4. I love to have 4. My mum has 4. I want 4. I still do want 4.
Wow.
I love to have a big family. I have 3 other siblings, and it's a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you think about gatherings and whatnot. But yeah, if I feel like I'm getting a lot older now, so I don't think that's in the books any longer.
never
But
know,
even
though.
I mean,
You never know.
like you said, if it does happen, it will happen. But I have a 12-year-old, almost 13-year-old, so I think that phase has definitely passed now. So
Do you think so? Because I remember one of my high school friends, like he was in year 7, and then he told me that like his mum was going to have another child. So there's like a 12.
It's a
12 each
possibility.
year.
Like I
is,
said,
yeah.
if it does happen, it will. Naturally it will happen. I'm not gonna, But yeah, at the moment it's just, out of my control, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just curious, like, why didn't you have kids close after your first one?
I did try.
Okay,
So
just
I
clear.
think it's what they
fair
called
enough.
secondary infertility.
Right.
Yeah. So that's something.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it
it's
is a
yeah.
thing.
It is a
Okay.
thing. It is a
Okay.
thing.
Like
So
Hormones are
know that.
weird. Like
I
pregnancy's
know
traumatic. Yeah, man.
it is. It
Okay.
is because my son he kind of happened straight away. So it was unexpected. I mean, not saying we weren't. I mean, we were.
It's in the cards, but
It
like,
was
not
in the
really.
cards.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
like we
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
like trying, I suppose. And it just happened. And then I think when he was about 2, we're like, okay, let's have another one. And then just pretty much from there. And yeah, and that was
Oh,
it.
I didn't
really.
know that was a thing. How
Yeah,
interesting.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Is adoption like not on the cards for you?
We thought about it. Like, we did, I'm like, oh, if we can't have another, would we try like IVF, adoption route and whatnot?
Yeah.
But I think at the end of it, we kind of came to terms we have one. We should be
Yeah.
happy.
You were happy.
We have all this love that we can give to the one child that we have. Yeah.
No, that's sweet.
But who never knows? Who never knows? In the
Yeah.
future, we could adopt. There's so many kids out there who needs a loving home. So,
Did your son ever ask for, like wanting another sibling or anything?
oh, absolutely.
Can imagine.
Absolutely. When he was younger, it started off with I want a brother, then he wants a baby sister, and then his cousins, they were all being born. And then he's like, Mum, I don't want any siblings.
That's like actually it's nice not having to share. Like
I think that's what it is because the thing is, because when my siblings, when they started having kids, we all lived together. So my son, he was, the older sibling. So I kind of felt bad because he got in trouble for a lot of things that was not his fault. Yeah, because he was the older
Yeah,
cousin. It's like,
yeah.
you should know better. Yeah. So,
So it's eldest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. You wanted 2 kids, girl or boy?
girls, bro, please.
It's all girls.
Yeah, I can't do boys. I can't do boys.
All right.
Interesting.
That's the thing with
I
growing
feel
up.
like you're in for a big shock if you
I know it's completely up to me and my sperm, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the men, who determine,
Yeah.
But I can't deal with like 15-year-old boys. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like.
And you
full
think
of
it's better to deal with 15-year-old
piss and that.
girls?
Like, no, but I know they're mean and they're going to make me feel bad about myself. But I feel like I want to be able to raise like strong, independent women.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like
yeah.
if that would be a gift that I can like share with the world, I think. But with men, I feel like I just have to like try to teach them not to be like shit, like, just like terrible people. Because we have enough of those. And it's just, yeah, that's a lot for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
No,
think.
that's fair.
Yeah.
What about you, Sam? Girl or boy?
That's interesting.
She
Yeah.
said,
Yeah, I did
said
say
earlier.
I did say one boy.
Boy,
you guys,
girl.
not
one
listening.
boy, one girl.
Yeah.
One
But
girl.
I am.
And the third one?
Let's not go there. Let's just do one. Let's just do 2 first. But I don't know. I think like the concept of raising a guy also scares me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think it's because I obviously don't have that experience as like growing up with that. But yeah, I think I'm quite worried about I guess like the gender imbalances as well, like
Yeah.
between like treating like let's say I have a eldest like son versus like a girl as a second. Like I think you know, I feel like there's like sometimes like double standards and
I mean, yeah,
you know,
of
like those
course.
kind of things. And
It's your job as a parent to not bring those in.
correct. But I think like society is also like
Sometimes you kind of have
you're
don't have a
fighting
choice.
against that.
Yeah,
Exactly. So I think finding, I think I'm gonna struggle with that a little bit. Yeah.
Jenny, boy or girl?
Well, I don't even know if I want to get pregnant, so I haven't even gone the next step to think about gender.
Yeah.
Nah, boy, I think.
I think so too.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
What about you,
That's my
Luke?
impression.
Girl, but not because of any of that stuff. It's mainly like my family is dominated by men, and it'd be nice to have a girl. Like
That's sweet.
in my
yeah.
family is just me and my brother.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of like boy cousins and all that. So it'd just be nice to have another girl
You can
in
force
the tree.
your daughter onto that tree. Yeah, be like, wait, this is the only one, so you have to put it in there.
Yeah,
goodness.
and that's just how I want it. Yeah, and then boy after or whatever's next. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Vu, please enlighten us. What are your biggest concern about being a parent, about raising kids?
Very-
And Claudia,
I don't think we have enough time for
Yeah,
this.
bro. Podcast was 6 hours long,
I know,
bro.
right?
What's on the top of the list?
Nah, come back to me. I have like 20. Like, just come back to me. Like,
All right,
genuinely.
Claudia, what was your biggest concern when you first became a parent or was thinking about becoming a parent?
I think honestly, it's just like you mentioned, just raising them right. You know, and I think because it's not easy. It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna lie.
You're not gonna sugarcoat
Yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sugarcoat it. It can be quite hard. I think it's when you, it's how do I put this? It's I think you overthink everything. Like,
Yep.
yeah, you overthink everything. It's like, are you doing the right thing? Are you making the right decisions? You know, people judging me. It seems to be, honestly, you get so many unsolicited advice about how to be a parent from people who has no purpose, giving you this advice. But I'm not talking about you guys, clearly. But I think the struggle was just whether you could raise them to be decent human beings. I think that was my probably biggest concern. If everything was going to be okay, if I was going to be okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I swear.
No, it makes sense.
Like, if you were going to be okay? Like, what do you mean by that? In what regard?
When I was pregnant with my son, I was so emotional because you know how you hear people, they go through morning sickness and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I went through like an emotional roller coaster. It was like depression.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Is there a
when
term
you're
for that?
I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
there is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Because it's PPE
No, that's
is
post. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably pre.
Yeah, pre.
Maybe
yeah,
pre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think during that time, it's, you know how you keep thinking to yourself, are you going to go get past this stage? And it felt like it was never ending.
Okay.
And you're going through like the same thoughts every day. Like you're fighting your own thoughts.
That's
like
hard.
you're literally fighting your own thoughts to the point where you felt like it was never going to end. And you want it to end, But there is that light at the end of the tunnel. Hey, look.
Do we need tissues?
It
That
gets
sucks. I'm sorry you
better.
went through
Yeah,
that.
no,
That's
it's
really
okay.
shit.
I think
Yeah.
that was definitely, thinking back, like you asked, I love to fall pregnant again, but I think that's another worry. Am I going to go through like another episode?
Yeah. There's always that narrative of like, oh, pregnancy is beautiful. I'm so joyous and happy. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like
They don't tell
people-
you the truth.
Yeah,
like
bro.
you don't hear about
messed
so
up,
many
man.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Sam? What is your biggest concern about parenting?
Honestly, it's the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I feel like I watch a lot of, I guess like media, like, crime shows, and like I know that that doesn't fully align sometimes to like what reality is sometimes, but they always talk about how how a child is raised and how the foundations and all of those basic skills really guide someone through life. I think that's my biggest fear is like if I say the wrong thing, or if I when you do like small like white lies here and there, right? Like kids are really smart nowadays where like they just pick things up and like they're like sponges, right? And they can retain everything. They remember things really well that you might not remember. And so I think it's like that fear of like, if I have to say the right things and do the right things in order for them to, you know, grow up following that as well. I think that's my biggest fear, and concern. And I think I'm definitely going to overthink things all the time.
And I think that's normal. That is so completely normal. But you know what? Kids, they, like you say, they grow up with the advance in technology, social media and everything.
God, that's
They-
also my fear.
Oh, yeah.
There's too much out there.
It is a fear. But you know what? You raise them, how I see it is you raise them with your own standards, right? You teach them good, good from bad, to be respectful and whatnot. And they pick that up.
Yeah.
And then you can only hope that, as they get older,
They'll
that
retain that.
Yeah, they do. They retain that and then make their own mind up, make good choices.
Make it-
I think that's
exactly.
what it is. That's all. You can only be a guide.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're a parent. You give them guidance and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any fears for you, Jenny?
Oh, it'd be the same. Like being a good role model. I think that's something. I mean, like, not that I'm not a good role model, but
Hey, she's got fans that have messaged her, so she's winning somewhere compared to us. Anyways, yeah.
I think it's like just trying to be. I don't want to say it's like on performance the whole time, but it's like you have to be on your best behavior in front of your child all the time. So that they don't
Like
learn
constantly
that you don't
switched on as
yeah
well.
they don't learn the bad habits from you because again Sam said they'll pick that up really easily and like they'll know even though you might think that they won't know, they will know because I would imagine the bad things about your parents, but like obviously they haven't said it to you directly that would form as one of your fears.
I'm also a bad influencer,
But it'll be very different when you're raising.
yeah.
Like, I feel like it'll be more black and white when you're raising a child a bit more rather than your own life. That makes sense.
Right. No.
No?
I don't get it, but okay. I don't
Okay.
get what you're saying.
Like you're worried that you're saying that you make bad decisions and you're a bad influence, right?
Yeah.
But I think you're aware of that, and I don't think like when you're raising a child, like you'll rethink those
Right.
things a bit more. I think.
Let's hope so.
Like I think you're a bit more like you're more risk taking with your own self.
Yeah.
But I think with a child, like
Yeah,
your
okay,
own
I
child,
get
it'll
what
be
you're
Overcorrect
different.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we all go through those phases.
Yeah, I guess
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean? Like, look, we're not all innocent. Okay, let's be real here. We gotta learn. I feel like we gotta learn somewhere.
Yeah. 100%.
You gotta learn somewhere, and it's an experience that when your child's older, then I feel like you can pass those experiences to your child, as in, listen to me because I've been there, I've done that.
Yes.
I mean, you got some, story to tell, right? So
From
Yeah,
me,
Luke.
my biggest concern is not about the parenting itself. It's like my genes, because I have like a pretty weak body, and my mom like went through hell with pregnancy. Like apparently she had, between me and my brother, she had a few miscarriages, and then after me she tried again, but they had to remove her uterus completely. Yeah, and
There's only 3 years between you guys or something.
6.
There's 6 years. Oh wow, I thought it was only 3 years.
5 years. Yeah, 5 years between us. And she even told me it's like it's because of her blood, and that depending on the person that you have kids with, this will happen. And she said that my blood and her blood are the same. My brother doesn't have that, whatever this faulty gene is, but the chances of me having, like, I have to, for research, I have to check with my partner, and if we have kids, she, depending on the situation, she might have a lot of miscarriages and go through the same thing.
Wait, is this okay? Wait, is this like a genuine thing recorded down, or is it like wives' tales? You know?
Well, it's recorded down for her, and then she said when she had my brother tested, and then I tested, and apparently I have it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have to get that checked, and I've never officially checked because of fear of that, like anything. But anyways, that, and then like I have so many like parts of my body that I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pass that on to my kid. Kind of thing, like a bad knees. Like
I think that's normal, but I think you have that in the back of your mind, and you think it's related to that.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like so many things that's wrong with my body. I just don't want to pass that on, and I don't want my it's that weird to say, but I don't want my kid be thinking one day, I was like, oh my god, I've got so many things wrong with my body. I wish I wasn't born, kind of situation. That's my fear. That's why I'd rather foster.
Yeah, I was
because there's no genetic. I'm not passing any of my DNA anywhere. All right, I can just take care of that.
Yeah, if you got bad genes, it's your fault, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's like you can't blame me. Kind of thing. Oh, that's too bad. I could get, but yeah, that's why.
What about like bad habits? So like I know you like alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And I was listening to something earlier and how alcohol is the biggest killer in the world.
I just heard that too.
And so it's the biggest killer in the
Really?
world. And like I don't want to pass on bad habits to my kids. Like even a glass of wine every night. Your kids will know. They'll be like, what is this? I've seen my parents do this every night. Maybe I'll do it every night. And then like that could lead to alcoholism, you know?
That's actually
But,
a very
like,
good point.
I actually can talk about that point.
Oh.
Because, so my husband, yes, hon, you. I know you're going to watch this. As you were mentioning about that, what is it, that show that you just watched?
It was
a documentary, wasn't it?
It was on YouTube. It was
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, it was Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah. We were watching the same thing before I came here as he was drinking his beer. So yes, it's funny you mentioned that because my husband, he loves to drink and he should be cutting back. Doctor's orders, but no, so my son, he has picked up on that. So he has picked up on, dad drinks a lot. But in line with what you're saying, he's quite the opposite.
He could deter from it. Yeah.
It's quite the opposite. For him, he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go near that. It's alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just teaching them to make smart choices, right, as parents. I mean, my husband himself does tell him to, you don't want to do what I'm doing. Like, if you can stay away from it, don't touch it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
What's your answer? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't really have an answer, but like thinking about, we also have someone else at work who shouldn't speak for her story, but she also has a family like that where one of her parents drinks like heavily, and it completely turned her off from it. Like she refuses. She's all right around it, but she completely refuses the idea of like consuming her own. Her and her siblings are the same.
Yeah.
They completely refuse the idea of
Because it's like watching it like destroy someone, right?
Yeah.
Gambling is sort of like that as well.
Exactly.
So it's like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think you drink often. I think you drink a lot when you drink.
Yeah, drink on occasion.
Yeah, a lot.
But
A lot, yeah.
An occasion to make up. That's why when I'm at doctors,
To make up.
like when I'm at the doctors and they say, "Do you drink?" And I'm like, I'm trying to think. It's like,
When's the last
What do
time
you
I
mean?
binged?
no,
That's an
because
easy question for you.
No, but I'm like, it's like, do you drink a lot? I'm like,
What's a lot?
Define a lot.
one time. You don't drink. I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, this bitch. You want to challenge me right now? It's not a shot, but yeah, that's how I see it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next question. So
Yes, I got skipped.
Do you want to go to your concern? This is
Yeah,
titled-
yeah. No, okay. So my biggest concern, is that like despite your best of intentions, because I know my parents. I know I talked up how messed up I am like all the time, and how it's like a direct relation to how my parents like raised me. But I know they did it with the best of intentions, right? Like no parent out there is like even purposely going to mess up their kid.
You don't know, but yes.
Who knows, right? But then, like, I am the way that I am, and I guess I identified flaws. Let's just put it lightly in the way that my parents parented me and my sister, and I know that happened even though they tried their best. And so in my head, it's like even if I have all the tools, I'm still gonna like royally mess up, even though I'm doing everything I can to not do that.
I think so. It's more trauma,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Whole
It's
man.
this podcast.
I mean, let's deep dive like why our parents parent us the way that they do, though. I shouldn't really speak for myself because my parents are actually amazing. But you know what it is? Like you think like old school, old fashioned, Asian style of parenting. I think that's what they were taught or how they grew up as well. Because I mean, I've heard about my grandparents being quite strict and just not being emotionally or even physically there for their children a lot of the time. And I think, I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but you got to understand you're a different person, to what your parents are, though.
Yeah.
So, and you can't really, honestly, I feel like you can't really kind of judge how you're going to parent your child until you have a child.
Yeah.
You might think like, oh no, I'm messed up. I'm going to mess my kids up too.
Yeah.
I feel like try not to overthink that. It might be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You could be, I feel like you could be an amazing father to your kids because you have gone through those traumas.
Yeah.
And you don't want your kids.
What if I give them fresh ones,
I think that's normal. I feel like that's what I do to my son all the time as well, honestly. And I think it's on a bit parenting, it's a whole new learning, process as it is. So I think just go with the flow. Take it one step at a time. Don't overthink it because I feel like you're overthinking it so much that you're traumatizing yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And you're bringing or rehashing memories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, childhood memories where you're like,
maybe start thinking about therapy again. I'm like, okay. Okay.
But it's good though that you're kind of expressing yourself now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I dealt with, I think, a lot of my familial trauma as I was growing up. I think like trauma around my dad and like his relation to my family and his relation to me was like the last thing that was on the shelf that I haven't dealt with yet. And then now as I barrel towards being like a partner and a dad, that's all coming out right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think you'll be the key to make a difference though in your child's life and for future as well, just not for your child. Think about grandkids. What's that saying where you break
Break the cycle.
Yeah, break the cycle. I feel like you can. I should send it to you. There is a YouTuber. I'll send it to you. I can't remember his name, but he's amazing too. He dealt with a lot of trauma as well.
Yeah, sweet.
Ended up in jail and everything. He honestly, he's amazing. So I feel like
Did he become a
pastor, like
pastor?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
What
I
is
know
his
you're
name?
talking about. I can't remember. He's like popping up in America.
Yeah.
Wow.
He dealt with a lot of.
He's going on
trauma.
like talk shows and everything now. He's Asian and does a lot of work and it's crazy, fascinating.
Yeah, he's amazing. His trauma was pretty deep as well. And I think what kind of ended it all was having that conversation with his dad, right? I know. I mean, we can't all just sit our parents down and be like, this is what you've done, this is what you caused.
I tried. That wasn't successful. That was not a successful conversation.
I think it's hard if they're not open-minded as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what the situation is, and I feel like you're gonna do better.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, next question.
Thank you so much. Damn. All right, so we already kind of touched base on this, but what is your relationship with your parents like? Yeah, so we've done most of that. Okay, Claudia, your relationship is pretty.
I feel like I'm pretty blessed. Like my relationship with my parents, especially my mum, it's she's probably my biggest supporter. I can say that she's one of my best friends. Yeah, my mum, she's amazing. Honestly,
So
she's any problems, any issues.
So, are you Viet?
I am Viet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that
I know.
happens.
It's my mum is that mum and that auntie where my cousins, they go to her
They
and
defer
talk to
to
her.
that auntie.
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
You're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
All right. No.
So it's and the thing is you can talk to her about anything and she won't pass judgment.
That's so good.
So yeah.
What a G.
But dad's more old school.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's with him, it's like tell him things, but don't tell him everything. Yeah.
Okay. Can we go into your background a bit? So were you born in Australia?
I was born in Vietnam, left when I was 3 months.
Wow.
So yeah.
Are you the eldest?
No, I'm the second youngest.
Oh, you're second youngest.
So there's four of
Okay.
us. I got two older brothers. And it's me, then I have a
Oh.
younger brother.
Oh, wow. You're the only girl?
Yeah, I'm the only girl.
Oh, that's why. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
And then, just to be clear, your parents aren't refugees. Is that right?
They are refugees.
They are refugees.
Yeah, they are refugees. Yeah.
Oh, so 86? The 86 refugees?
So 86. Yeah, 86 and then to Indonesia.
You were right.
at the
yeah.
camp.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they arrived in Australia in 88.
See, that's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like my parents are refugees. I mean, right, so yours, Luke, right? And the direct correlation of like being a fleeing refugee from a war-torn country to just messed up, traumatized children that like kind of hate you. It's just direct pipeline, bro. You know, so I'm in wonderment that you have a good relationship with your parents.
I do. But in saying that, I feel like, I don't know, maybe is it just the men's side of things? Because I remember there was a point in time, I think, I would say maybe 20 years ago or so, my brothers, I feel like they went through the same thing,
Right.
where they held a lot of angst towards my mum. I mean, their relationship is definitely a lot better now. But I feel like it's going through the same thing, same cycle. Yeah. So, but no, I have a amazing relationship with my mother. So
Okay.
thanks, Mom.
So the podcast has already, people on the listening have to already know our relationships with our
Yes,
parents.
listen to the previous episode.
Yeah, check that out, you guys.
Bad, good, bad.
So let's get to a few questions and go to when it comes to our partner. So Claudia, your partner is in Viet, right?
No, he's not Viet.
Oh,
He's not Viet.
what is he?
He's Laos. He's still Asian though.
But when it comes to your son, because Vu's partner is Filipino,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's Filipino.
does your son have any issues with cultural identity?
The thing with him is we have always spoken to him about both of our cultures. Like, you know, he's Laos, I'm Viet. He's definitely more in touch with his Viet side, only because, so my husband, he's ethnically Laos, but he was born and raised in New Zealand.
Right. Oh.
So my in-laws, they lived in New Zealand. So he's not so in tune with his Lao side, but he's at an age now where he's asking more questions about it. Like, you know, I want to learn more about Dad's side. So back in April, we flew to Laos.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we flew to Laos. So it's just exposing him to where his dad is from as well.
Yeah.
Because he was, besides myself, but, you know, he was raised by my parents as well, my son. So his first language was Vietnamese. He eats Viet food. And but we try to also educate him on his Lao side. I think it's really important to know where he comes from.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because previous episodes we were just talking about on how ways we would want to do it for our kids, right? Like I would have left, I think my brother's going to do it, but he's going to leave his kid with our parents and so forth, just to get that cultural Viet side.
Okay,
into it.
yeah.
Because we also talked about how we had trouble identifying being Australian or even our own culture.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were growing up here, when you moved here, did you have any identity issues?
I don't think I did. It's crazy that you're bringing that up because I felt like growing up, it was never fluent. It was never like, oh, am I Viet or am I Australian? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think, because I grew up all over the place, but mainly in East Hills, which was, back then was prominently like white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you face any racism?
No, I didn't.
Oh, great.
I actually did.
I think I've seen a lot of videos
Yeah.
of like Australia in like the 90s or like back then. Like they loved Asian people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I became friends with like,
Really? Okay.
with a lot of amazing, white people. And I think I remember having there was only one Lebanese girl that also went to my primary school, and we became like amazing friends. But there was never anything, no racism or anything.
Hang
like
on.
that,
So if you were in a prominently white neighborhood, then did you ever feel disconnected to your Vietnamese side then?
I think it's something I never really thought about because mum, she still made Asian, Viet dishes. We went to Cabramatta every weekend.
Oh, which had all the
Yeah.
names?
So we were
okay,
there. And
fair
plus,
enough.
I think with cousins, like even with church, we went to Viet church.
Okay.
We
you
went
had a
to
large
Sunday
family.
school.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I
A
mean?
large
So
family, I
it
think,
was,
changes
we were
things.
very much still exposed to our Viet side. So we knew, So I think with our
still very
parents,
prominent.
with mum and dad as well. So they made sure that they instilled like, your roots. I think,
Sorry, just as much as just thinking about now, I do feel bad for my future nephew and niece not to have cousins now. Just thinking about it. So that's my own pressure. Like, because I'm surrounded by cousins, right? And I'm kind of worried because if I'm not going to have kids, day, I feel
Your
bad for my nephew and niece.
They'll have
not to
cousins, just like further down the line cousins, not like just direct
like
cousins.
second cousins. And
Yeah, they're still cousins.
I don't know. Like I've met my cousins and. It's gonna be a while until they have kids. Yeah, but just putting it out there. Anyway, sorry,
say
back
it
to
like
my
that.
point. Yeah, no, it's a good point all around.
I like that you were surrounded by like a lot of like family members. I think that would have definitely impacted like your
Oh,
upbringing.
absolutely.
So,
Big family. That's why I wanted a big family.
yeah, yeah.
But did that family make you feel like you had to be some type of way? Like put you in a particular
No,
box?
no.
Just let you flourish?
No,
What
yeah.
are we talking
Yeah.
about, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. So I was the cousin. It's crazy because I was out of all my cousins. I think there was, oh my god, dominantly was male. So I have a lot of male cousins, little cousins.
Yeah.
And so I was the Vietnamese that translated for all the aunties and uncles. So
Oh,
so yeah, I
Wow.
think
Okay.
yeah.
So everyone went to you.
Yeah, so everyone
Reliable.
kind of came to me. So yeah, so I never felt.
It's different.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely different. Yeah.
interesting outlier.
Sorry.
My life, your life, you know, our lives, yeah.
Fair enough. All right,
Cool,
so
cool, cool,
let's.
cool, cool.
Viv, did you have any other one last question to dish out so Claudia can answer before we go to general
Nah, there's going to be
parenting?
plenty of questions, so don't worry, keep going.
All right,
It's all right.
so let's go to general parenting stuff. Do you guys believe in gentle parenting? So this is about the emphasizing about empathy, respect, and understanding in guiding children's behavior. So example is you don't say no, you always use words to soften it. So example, if a kid is getting angry, you will say, I see you're frustrated. It's hard not to be able to reach that toy. Let's try this. Do you guys agree with gentle parenting?
Can I just say it doesn't work on all kids? Yeah. My
That's a
son,
good start.
absolutely not.
All right.
I tried. That's the thing. I feel like, I mean, you try everything, before you kind of get a little bit rough with them. I don't know if rough is the right word. Before you get straight to the point. And my son, he would not listen to.
Right.
For me, it's like, how about we try that? And it's like, he'll just look at you and be like, no. It's like, if you're not going to listen to me. But then my niece, gentle parenting. So if you're going to say no, or you're telling her, stop, don't do that, she's not going to take that very well. But whereas if you were kind of just sit her down and be like, why don't we try it this way? She'll actually listen to you better, and she has more understanding why she's feeling the way that she's feeling. I think with
that
her,
sounds so
it's
mature.
I think with her, it's you got to kind of explain
Yeah.
why is she getting in trouble? Why
Yeah.
Maybe it depends on the personality as well.
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
kid,
so.
right?
I think that's what it is. I mean, kudos to those who gentle parenting does work on. Yeah. But I think for me, no.
Fair enough.
Can
Jenny,
I ask, in school, like, do they use gentle parenting like as a method at school, or
I don't
Or do you
think
know,
not all
like,
teachers. I
okay.
believe not all teachers. I have seen some teachers where I hear from my son. Oh,
Yeah.
he likes that teacher because she's very calm. She has a lot of patience. Or I don't like her. She's very strict. Or he's very strict. Yeah. So
Okay.
I think it's just it depends on the teacher.
so
yeah.
to add on to that, apparently now these days, in school reports, you're not allowed to say anything negative as a teacher
yeah,
anymore.
you mentioned that before,
Yeah.
and I just thought that was outrageous.
Like no, yeah,
They word it a different way.
yeah. They really
Yeah.
word it so it doesn't
They
sound
word it a
negative,
different way.
because apparently it just
Needs to improve on X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, pretty much. If he
yeah,
just
okay.
concentrate a little bit more on his reading, I believe that he will have an advantage. Oh, yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah. But what about you three? Would you guys ever try gentle parenting?
Yeah, of course, man. You know?
Probably, yeah.
That would be definitely my first method to, no, I was not going to say train, but like to kind of teach my child. But yeah, I guess
It takes a lot of
Claudia's point.
patience.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of patience. Yeah.
whether or not I have that, we will see. honestly, yeah.
Fair enough.
But
I think it depends on like what, I don't say what is trending, but like whatever new
New
research has come out to what is better for the child, then like all parents would kind of hop onto that.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
That's
Before
very
gentle
time,
parenting
yeah.
was like, smack them on the hand or,
Yeah.
throw them in the pool.
So on to the next one. Would you guys ever discipline your child? Like, let's go.
Like physical discipline.
Physical
right?
discipline.
Yeah. No.
Would you guys? Sam?
My answer in my head is no, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know how my child will be.
All right. What about you, Jenny?
I think if my kid crosses the line and pushes me, then possibly. But obviously it's not going to be like anything really bad. It'll probably be like,
Yeah, like I wouldn't do it
like
publicly.
Oh no, don't
Wait.
do that to your
Yeah,
child.
yeah.
I
Not
wouldn't do
publicly.
it publicly. That's
That also sounds kind of wrong, but yeah. I know what you
behind closed doors.
but like as in like that's like trauma.
They don't need the humiliation.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. Yeah.
But what about you, Claudia? Have you ever?
I have when he was younger. Nothing, I wasn't like full on whatnot. Just say, for example, don't touch that. And, far too many times it's just a don't touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, just kind of reinforces like, okay, mummy's being serious here.
Yes.
It's just not, because sometimes I think you're joking around. There's been occasions where we've been out the shops, he'll grab something
It's
up.
like playful. They
Yeah.
think it's like playful.
Yeah.
how disrespectful. I'm sorry.
How dare you? No, pretty much. We had things, my husband has had his phone thrown out the car window.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't driving thing. We were parked up. But
Still be mad, right?
yeah, he's got. I know my son's gonna
do you
watch
work-
this, and
do
he's
you-
like,
are
I
you gonna buy me a
remember
new
that. No, he was the kid where he'll grab anything, and you don't know whether he's gonna drop it or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you tell him stop, don't do that, you find that they'll do it more.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah. they'll pretend to
yeah.
drop it and
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
no.
So I think with him, it's just you do. Sometimes it's just a little smack here, like yeah.
Did you ever hear that like story that your parents would tell you that would be, one day this parent was like hitting their kid, right? And then the kid would cry out in pain and stuff, and then they would stop hitting. And then one day, sorry. Let me start again. The parent is hitting their kid, and then the kid never reacts, right? At their whole life. And then at some point, 20 years down the line, the kid was naughty, and then the parent hit the kid, and the kid started crying. And then the parent was like, why did you start crying now? Like, why all of a sudden, right? And then the story is like, the kid tells the parent, I'm crying because it doesn't hurt as much anymore. Have you heard of that?
Oh, I know.
No?
That's the
Okay.
first
Well,
time.
that's interesting.
Wow.
That's like
Where did you hear that?
my mum every time she gave me.
What was the point to the story?
The point of the story is that like the kid is sad.
So used to it. No,
No.
wasn't it?
The kid is sad because the hits don't hurt as much because the parents are getting
Yeah,
old
see-
now. They're getting old and frail. So the moral of the story is that you should sit there and take the hits, but then only be sad when like they stop hurting. Yeah, bro.
I'm so sorry.
yeah, bro.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
my
Got so
goodness.
used to it.
Yeah.
Just
No,
numbed.
the kid is like late. You know what I mean? The kid is like stubborn, right?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna cry. Stuff you.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
the
yeah.
only time they start crying is when it starts to hurt less because it means that parents are getting older.
At what age did she tell you this?
Bro, like since I've been 6, maybe. You know, like
That is,
What?
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
bro.
Oh,
So
wow.
like that's
Wow.
that's the level that we're at right now, and like that's the.
Okay.
I thought this was more ubiquitous of an experience. Apparently not, but
I am so sorry.
I was on this, and then like I think my Viet teacher would tell me this story as well. Like I'll
I've
be
never
real.
heard of
Yeah,
that before.
maybe it's like just in a Viet circles thing, you know. But it's like
I was taught by Vietnamese, but I don't know.
who knows. and then there was like the other time when like this mom was hitting the child, and then the kid would just take it, and then at some point the kid cracked it, and then like turned around and retaliated at the mum, and then at that point like God like smited the kid, and then now the kid is like made out of stone, and then like is like stuck in the pose of like hitting his mum, and then they have to bury that kid standing up.
That's some weird.
Yeah,
mythology
bro.
there.
That's so
Yeah, man.
traumatizing.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my
like.
goodness.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow, that's the first. I'm gonna ask my mum if she's even heard of those
Yeah,
stories.
yeah. Do ask because I'm
Yeah.
curious because I thought that was more universal of an experience, but apparently not. And I also have memories of kneeling down on concrete pavement while getting hit by bamboo sticks. So that's that's that
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Corporate
I had bamboo
punishment.
stick too.
So anytime like anyone brings that, anytime I think of the idea of hitting my kid, that comes up. And I'm just like, you know what, that's fine. You don't have to deal with that. It's all good. I can be more of an adult and use different ways to try and discipline you than the shortcut, and then come up with these weird traditional stories to like make you feel guilty.
Like telltales,
Yeah, to make you feel guilty about like thinking that getting hit is like a wrong thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
was-
a different
that
way
was
about
taken
it.
just
Yeah,
now.
Yes.
yeah.
For me, if to discipline a kid, I would, but I wouldn't use it. Oh wait, it's so weird to say. I wouldn't use it to use it as a tool for fear.
As a form,
Yeah,
like a
as
form to kind of fear.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
It is kind of.
I think
right?
naturally though that
Yeah,
will.
naturally it is exactly.
Yeah.
But I do. If we're gonna head, if the future generation is gonna head to gentle parenting, I gotta say, like us Asians, we bond over that experience. Just like my mum hit me. As a kid.
Yeah, bro. I remember going to school and like showing up bruises and shit, or just like sharing like war stories, of like
Yeah.
how hard you gotta like.
What's happening? What?
Like you trauma bond. Like
That's-
as
Yeah.
kids, you trauma
No.
bond.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you're
think
saying
I
your
did.
kids are going to miss out on the trauma bonding?
A little bit. A little
No.
bit. A little bit. As bad as I
They'll be
say.
traumatized by other things.
The world will do that for them.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just something I don't want to say that we're going to miss out on, but we're going to miss out on.
No, that is part of like a weird universal experience. Like I remember
Yeah.
going to like school and like sharing those stories before you realize how messed up it is to be able to share those stories.
Yeah.
And you're just like, 8-year-olds being like, oh, this, that,
It's such the norm, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like
that's
kids at tutoring, they complain about it all the time. I'm like, I didn't do my homework. I got to do my homework now, or my parents will hit me. And
Do
I'm
you
like,
gentle parent like say kids at your tutoring? I just say if they weren't listening to.
I'll use my teacher voice.
You use
I
your
don't use
teacher
my
voice.
teacher voice
Okay.
all
I actually want to hear your teacher
I'm curious now too. I'm curious.
I'm so
I had my
curious.
brother's baby shower, and because they didn't have a microphone, I had to use my teacher voice, and then all his friends were like, I never heard you speak before. I'm kind of impressed.
You did it at Lunar New Year, I
that's
swear.
a lot.
When
Oh, yeah.
when
Yeah.
That
everyone
one.
was like not organized and you wanted everyone to like do the game properly.
Yeah, yeah.
You were like,
that-
everyone, listen
yeah.
up.
Like you probably heard it at our last gathering, just to get
I
everyone
did hear-
together.
It's just like, what? Who was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just I would still use. What do you call
that's
it?
fine,
But
man.
still. But yeah, so on to the next point. So recently there's been a video going viral. So it's about a swimming instructor. So there's a place somewhere in the US, I think it's Colorado, I might be wrong, but there's a video of a 9-month-old baby, a swimming instructor, is throwing the baby into the water and letting them figure out swimming for themselves.
I've
9-month
seen
old.
this. I've seen this.
9-month-old.
Apparently that's like very
This
normal
is a thing
way
that
of
people
teaching.
do.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, I
normal
heard
way
that
of
was
teaching.
quite common too. Like, who was it? I don't know if you know him, Jackson Wang.
Yes.
Yes, that's he was asked how he
Learned how to swim.
learned how to swim,
Oh,
and he said that his dad actually pushed him into the water.
Yeah.
And, learned
I mean,
like
that's what the saying sink or swim comes from, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
you either swim or you die.
pretty much.
Right?
Viv, did it happen to you because you don't know how to swim?
No, I don't know how to swim. I don't.
I'm just kind of
It's okay, I don't know how to swim either. I don't know how to swim.
Also,
I did
maybe
take
like
lessons,
threw me
mind
in the
you. I
pool.
did take lessons, but I still don't know how to swim.
So many questions.
But we're doing better. My son's an amazing swimmer. Yeah, so he can rescue me too if I'm drowning. So that's
But you're sitting on the beach, right?
Exactly, that's
You're on
correct.
the sides cheering, sitting on the beach.
Yeah, no,
that
pretty
sounds
much.
like- yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I tip,
That's me
I
too.
did dip my toes in a little bit. And that's as far as it
Yeah,
goes.
the water can go like here, maybe.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
then- and then I'm
That's too
scared.
much.
Yeah, then I'm
That's
scared.
too much.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
Wait.
didn't throw me in the pool.
Wait, this video? Are the parents nearby at all?
the parents
They're
see it.
watching.
Okay, sorry. I thought for context, it's
Oh,
just
no.
literally baby only in the water.
Yeah.
Because that's
But
abuse.
the
That's
video does look. I've seen
assault.
the video, and the baby looks like it's panicking, and it just.
Of
But it does
course.
learn to itself to like reach for water and start like breathing.
Yeah.
And apparently, there was a lot of backlash about this.
course.
This is like, oh, what are the parents doing? But the mum came out and it's like, look, I trust these instructors, and the instructor even said, in their years of this school, no infants have ever been hurt, injured, or anything.
But it only takes one.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry.
But they're wearing floaties, aren't they?
No, no floaties.
No, no
Oh,
floaties. They don't believe in floaties actually.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to but I think because when when he was going through swim school, it wasn't as traumatizing. So they make the kids jump in and then float on their back, and then find the way back to
Okay.
Wait, but do we even know if it's traumatizing for the kids?
No, it's only recent, so we.
You mean drowning is
maybe
traumatizing. Getting close
Oh.
to drowning.
I thought
Are
it'd be
they
more
are they
like
even
it's, like,
close
too
to drowning?
young.
They're like in, and then they like immediately start floating up.
But like,
They're not, like,
is that what's
sinking?
happening? Or like, do they not know enough to not allow water fill their lungs?
Oh, the instructors also breathe air into their mouth once they surface as well to check if there's any flow as well.
See, I feel like there's an easier way to do that, right? Like, you know?
Yeah, I would rather not.
Yeah.
But-
They're just tossing a kid
Yeah,
in
go
water.
through
But
and
that's
be
the thing, though. Is that their first ever lesson?
Yeah,
I feel
if
like
that-
that's what I need to know because
Yeah.
I feel like you got to go through a couple of steps first, right? Before
Yeah, I think you need to
throwing a child
acclimatize
in.
your kid
Yeah.
to water first.
Yeah.
And then
before you
I feel like
toss
they
them
need to
in,
know
yeah.
like breathing techniques and all
Yeah.
that stuff before getting to that stage.
But if they're 9 months old, I mean, like how many
how much
How
techniques
much
are
is
you
to
do?
retain, right? But apparently the baby was taught to like kick and rise to its surface and be on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
so
9 months, but
it's-
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, would you guys ever do that kind of thing?
No, I'd go into the water with my child and but not and let them put their head down in the water and stuff like that. Like that's how my colleagues have done it with their kids. But
That's what
Not-
they do at lessons too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
so my son, he started going through swim class when he was 4 months. You're allowed to at 4 months. But yeah, after, because they teach breathing techniques. And first and foremost, they teach about, what is that, kicks? And then I think after they do, so the instructor will push the head down for a little bit and then go back up just so they can get used to the head being, submerged in water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It can be traumatizing. I've seen it traumatize some
Yeah.
kids before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kids do not want to go down again.
No, no.
Yeah, and then some kids love just going down.
That's weird because I almost drowned as a kid. And I love swimming.
Survived. You overcame your trauma.
I think your instincts kicked in there and it's like, no, I can't go through that again.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so on to the next question. Would you ever bargain with your child? So an example is like, if you do this, I'll give you this. Is that part of gentle parenting, would you say? I wouldn't.
I don't think it's gentle parenting. It's more of, how do I explain this? You don't want to get it, especially if you're in a hurry to get somewhere, right? And you need to be there. It's an easy
Tactic, yeah.
tactic to kind of get them out of the house or
Yeah.
get them to do something where you just don't want to fight with them.
Yeah. It's
Or,
like, I
yeah.
give you ice cream if you do this.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Swimming was
Bribery.
the big thing. He loved swimming, but it was so hard to get him to the swimming, So it's like, oh, once we're done, let's go to McDonald's. You can have McDonald's for dinner. And then out the door, he runs out the door. So yeah, it didn't happen all the time, don't get me wrong, because I feel like they think, oh, if I refuse to go, I'm going to get something. So he'll be like, oh, so,
okay,
the next time he might, oh, do we get McDonald's after? I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
We have food at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How would you describe your parenting? Sorry. How do you describe your parenting just in general?
Just me, I'm pretty chill.
Okay.
It's definitely not for everyone. I think the thing with parenting is it goes through stages, depending on their age. I'm definitely more relaxed now that he's older.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he was younger, I would say was mama bear. I was very protective. Yeah. I was definitely protective.
I think that's natural, for most people, right?
Yeah.
For their first child.
But I'm very
and-
open with him as well. I think
That's good.
because I feel like honestly, with like I say, with the advancement in technology and social media, they know so much as it is, and you can't kind of shield them from that. They're gonna learn it from their friends, from their peers. So I feel like get it from the source. you know, if you're gonna,
I see.
because I don't know what they're
Okay.
teaching. For me, it's like I don't know what you're learning on social media or what your friends are telling you. But my son is so open. He just comes and is like, "Mum, I heard this" or whatnot. And then I kind of and then I think. I mean, if it doesn't sound right, I kind of like, oh, Jaden, I don't think that's right. Let's. So I would say I'm pretty chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get flack from? Sorry, did you get flack from like your siblings and stuff like that for the way that you parented your kid?
No.
Right.
Yeah. I think me and my siblings, we all parent different styles of parenting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
That is the truth. I mean, I would never judge a parent on how,
Of course.
clearly.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, it's what works for you. Because I think for them, they see it as well. Like if my son was to grow up and be like, you know, a crappy kid or whatever, then okay, that's on me. That's my fault. But I think because, you know, I mean, I'm a proud mama. He's doing amazing. And so,
Nice.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, go.
You might need to bleep his name out because he's
Yeah,
underage.
we'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. All right, well, Jenny, we're going to say something? That's her fault.
Oh, well, I was going to ask, like, since you have chill parenting style, what if he ends up getting a girl pregnant, like wants to do drugs and stuff? Are you still going to be chill parent?
I think that's where, I think there's a question in there where it comes.
Oh.
I think,
You can answer that now, that's fine.
I think it comes, it's boundaries. Like you got to draw a line somewhere, right? And I think, and it's something I've actually discussed to him about it. And I say, you know, first and foremost, I'm your mum. You got to respect that. So if you do something that I don't agree with, I'm going to tell you. And disciplinary action will take place. He can understand that completely. But I'm also the mum where if you feel like you have an issue or if you're getting pressured by your friend or anything, come and talk to me about it. At the end of the day, I'm going to be your biggest supporter. If you, like you mentioned, if he's going to try drug or whatever, clearly I don't want him to. But if he's going to do it anyway, I'd rather be there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying,
So
you know,
you're that parent that wants to. I know some parents, like, if their kid were to engage in like sex and stuff, the parents would want them to do it in their own house because it's a safer space, basically.
But I feel like I want. How do I? Clearly, you know, if for me, I know. I mean, he's so young. Like in my mind, it's like, oh, I don't want him. Clearly, I don't want him. You know, I want him to be clearly a lot older. I can't stop him from doing it. I feel like I can't be the mum where I'm gonna follow you everywhere you go. To make sure. But
you'll hand him the condoms. So to
yeah,
say.
exactly. I want him to be prepared.
Yeah.
You know, be responsible when the time does come. Like, I do.
But would
not
you
want
be
to
open to him like bringing his?
If it's a safe spot for him, if a safe space for him, then I'm
okay,
fine with
cool.
that. Yeah.
What about you guys? Would you be guys okay with that?
My kid having sex in
Wow.
my
And
house.
you want girls. And you want girls.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's better than like, people have sex in random places, and even removing sex. It's like getting high in like the woods or like some random person's house at a party or something. You know, it's not that like I have a preference to have it underneath my roof, but it's just I know that I did the risky stuff growing up because I was like deathly afraid of what my parents might say. And so the things that I got up to was very, let's say, unsafe. You know what I mean? They didn't know what I was doing or where I was. So if things did go south, like they wouldn't be able to find me, essentially. And I'd rather my kid not have to feel like they have to go through that to experience the world. And normal things, you know what I mean? It's not like crazy stuff, right? Like sex and drugs is like a thing that people do. And I think creating a safe space where they feel like they can at least talk to you about it, like, and be honest about them wanting to participate in those things is more important than like them hiding all that from you. Because I did that.
Okay. All right. Sam?
How am I doing? Is that all right?
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's my kind of parenting. It's true because you want to educate them. You want the best for them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the end of the day, they have their own minds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're going to do what they're going to do anyways.
Yeah,
Even if you
exactly.
say no, you know, even if you say no, they're going to sneak out. This is the thing. You can't follow them. You can't, you know, spy on them because you don't know what they get up to. So what you say is, yeah, it's spot on, honestly. Yeah.
You like this
You already,
validation?
it is.
I do.
Spot on.
I'm from an experienced person. Thank you.
You know what? Not even a parent yet, but you're doing amazing.
What about you, Sam? Would you be okay with this? Like, what is the line between parent and friend for you?
I want to build that, you know, communication and that relationship where my child can come to me for certain things, like sex and drugs and stuff like that. But I also am like, do I want to know?
Agreed.
You don't want to know.
I'll give him
As in, like,
oh, you go. Sorry.
as in, like, if I know, I won't like it.
Yeah.
So,
That's your job as a parent.
what do you mean?
To like, you know, like it's to process that, right?
Yeah. Like, even if they tell me, I feel like I wouldn't want, like, if my child was going to come with their partner to my house and do things, I'd have to talk to the other parent. Like, I wouldn't just be okay with that setup.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to talk to the other parent. Like
Yeah.
you mean your partner or like the other person's?
No, the other person.
Right.
The other child's parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that happening under my roof and the parents not knowing.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I get what you're saying. Because it can be inverse, right?
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
100%.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yeah. I would not want to have that conversation though.
But I feel like that's violating your kid's privacy though.
But like, I think it's also like if they're coming to, like, I would hope that they'd come to me and tell me that they're thinking about doing this
Yeah.
in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And ask. It's a weird question to have. To
That's
ask,
what I
right?
mean. It's hard, right? Where do you
Yeah.
draw the line?
Yeah.
Like, where's the boundary?
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy. It's
Yeah.
hard. It is hard.
Because then you're
Yeah.
impeding by talking to the other parent. You're impeding on that kid's
Yeah,
relationship.
it's like,
to their
Mom, I
parent.
trust you so
Correct,
much, but
correct.
you're betraying that trust by going
Yeah.
to this other parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
So how can I ever trust you again? I might as well
Yeah.
not ask you or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's
No,
trust me.
no,
Trust me.
100%.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it 100% because that's something I ask myself all the time.
Yeah.
Like, am I doing the right thing? You start questioning your own decisions. Yeah.
Should we just let it
Yeah.
mellow with that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have like you and your partner? Do you have one that like your child trusts more? You know what I mean? Is like the cool one. That's
He
like,
he definitely comes. Dad's definitely the cooler. Like, he's a cool
Right.
dad, but I'm the parent that he comes to for
advice.
everything. For everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So he girls anything.
Yeah.
He'll come to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, can I ask? Is there anything that you've come across like where you and your partner have like a different opinion of how you would have addressed
You know,
situation?
when I say
Yeah.
that I was the chill parent, I feel like my husband's even more chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
He's
Okay.
he's even more chill. So, but I think that's also important. Like, when it comes, you know, being a parent is a partnership. So I feel like you have to align your what is it? You got to align your
goals, priorities.
disciplinary,
Values.
your
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
At the same as well. So, for example, just say, you know, your daughter wants to go out, but you're like, no, and then runs to mum. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
has this ever happened to you? Mum says no, go to dad,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing,
of course.
right? And then you're just letting the child know, okay, if one person says no, I can just go to the other parent. So I
Gotta be
think
united.
where my husband and I, where we're good is we actually talk about it first. So we both come to like an agreement. So my son comes to me saying, Mum, I want to go here or something. And in my mind, I'm like, oh no, I don't want you going out on that day. I don't, it's a bit dangerous. And then I'll discuss it with my husband, and then we kind of come to agreement. Because with him is, I think with being a mom, you're paranoid. You're paranoid about everything. Whereas my husband, there's a different perspective. And then that kind of eases, and then we kind of come to an agreement. Yeah. So that's how we work, I suppose. But
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
more
yeah.
chill than I am.
Yeah, okay. Because I know I'm the chill one. And
Okay.
like my partner's going to be a bit more disciplinary, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if that's like a healthy thing for like a child to think that one is easier than the other one. But at the same
Like good
time,
cop, bad cop
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah.
but I do understand the need for the kid to be like, I need to trust at least one of them.
Yeah,
that make
I
sense?
agree. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I don't think I've ever gone through that. So my son, he comes and he talks, or he asks me permission where he can go out or if he can have money, whatnot. And then for me, I always kind of relay, oh, let me talk to your father, and then we'll see. We'll you know,
like
we'll
that.
yeah.
You'll come to
So
a decision.
it's a partnership. It has
Yeah.
to be a partnership. Yeah.
All right. So back to the original question, Jenny, what's the line for you for parent and friend for a child?
I think it's the same. It's slippery slope. You don't know how to navigate it until you're in the situation, and then I'll go from there.
But it's so subjective, though, that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, what do you define as a friend, though? Being a parent, that's the thing. You know what I mean?
I like, maybe I'd go to a music festival with them, but not do anything there, but like just go chill. I think that'd be fun.
That's what
Like
I
a
mean.
fun
I mean,
experience.
when you think about a friend, it's like, oh, come over here. Let's smoke a joint together. Is that being a friend, or you know? That's
that's what
how
your
I
mind-
see it. Like you got to
yeah.
think what being friend wise.
Yeah.
Are you going out clubbing with them? Are you going out drinking with them?
I would
What do
I would share the first drink. I'll do
Oh,
that.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be
I'll do
good.
that. I've
Yeah.
thought
Pretty
about that.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a reasonable one.
What if they don't want to do it?
That's also very
That's
likely.
lame.
Yeah.
Drink with me or you've got it.
But for me, with the whole parent or friend, like Sam, I don't know if I'm okay with them like knowing the full details. If anything, I'll talk them through it, and I might need to have a talk with my brother. But hopefully, with all the other extra stuff I don't want to know, hopefully my brother can create a safe environment for my child. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Because like I don't need to know when they have sex or whatever, and maybe like I don't want to know if they're doing it in the house or in any of the rooms that I've been into or whatnot.
No,
Like
just because it's awkward for you to know
yeah,
doesn't mean that you shouldn't know, right?
yeah. Like I'm like I'll talk to the step. It's like, oh, if they're about to go into the idea of like having sex, all right, like I'm not gonna plan it for them. Right, or whatever. That's too much for me to
That's
think
not
about.
one's
what we're
asking you to
thinking
do
to
that,
do
right?
that.
No. But like the whole is like even the having sex in a safe place, like at home, right? I don't think I'll be able to handle that. And let's removing the sex with drugs and like weed and all that. I don't know. Doing even like our own house. Yeah, drinking is fine. Drinking. I know it's like a lot
It has to be
but-
fine, yeah, right?
Underage drinking?
Not under.
Oh, isn't that an Australian thing though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
supervised drinking, I'm okay with. Okay, but like all the drugs and all that, I'm gonna let my brother handle all of that. Okay,
Really?
Really?
yeah. And
You
I'll
should
do the
just
same
defer.
for
That's
his.
fascinating.
I'll not defer, but like, hopefully, if it's not like, even if like, let's say my kid, okay, and me and my partner, right? If they can't come to me, I want to at least go to the next best option who I can
Yeah.
trust, which
Yeah.
is my brother in that regard, right? So
But do you feel like it's not on you to be able to process that for
I
them?
feel like he can
fine.
process it, but he doesn't have to be involved in it.
yeah, process and involved two different things, right? I'm happy to talk about everything, the fears and whatnot, what to expect, what are the consequences. That's completely fine.
Okay.
But
I think I'm in a bit of a similar boat. Yeah.
Yeah, but
like I
the
don't need to know
action-
the details, but like I
Yeah.
can give advice.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to educate. I think
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying like I feel like I don't want to know.
Yeah. Like,
But
I don't-
if- yeah.
I don't need to him or her asking what's the best position.
Oh,
or
God, no.
whatever. Go to
No, 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 no.
your uncle for that kind of thing, right? Yeah.
To think your child is comfortable enough to even ask you that is weird.
I don't think they will go into that much detail.
Yeah,
I
I won't.
honestly.
A little bit of like anxiety and fear, and if they do, I'm like, no, kind of thing. Yeah.
Bro,
I think that's like the extreme though.
Do you want your child to ask you?
I
that's
want my
extreme.
child to have successful orgasms, like, you know.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, like everyone deserves that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you think your daughter will come up to you and ask you that?
I look, if she does, I'm
Dad, I
gonna,
had a successful orgasm.
like I'm gonna provide them with the
God,
correct
this
information.
conversation.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not necessarily, I'm not saying like I'm like gonna barge into the room and be like, hey, this is how you do it. But like if I'm asked, then like I'm not gonna be like, oh no, this makes me uncomfortable. Or like even periods and stuff like that. It's like I'm gonna educate myself and provide them with the correct information. Because that's important.
No,
You
sorry,
know?
it's just going so many questions, like so many like unhinged questions. Like if your daughter was like, "Oh, how do I do this to a guy?" Like, will you
Oh
answer
no,
that?
I think. Oh gosh.
I don't know. I feel like it's a normal human thing. Everyone poops. Everyone comes. Like it's sort of that miasma of like real stuff. And just because it makes me uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that I should shoot my child down and make them feel like this should be a thing that they cannot come to me for or feel shame about asking me for. That's me. I could be wrong, but like my child may never
I-
come
Do
to
you
me and
agree
ask me
with
that question.
I
Sorry,
would-
just gotta.
I would
validate
hope
myself.
that these kind of questions, like at the age that she is at an age that she's
Appropriate?
appropriate.
course.
Just saying,
Yeah. So are you like, let's say your daughter comes to you with this question. Are you not able to answer that for her?
Just say she's 18 and she's like, Mom,
let's say she's
I have
18.
a question.
Yeah.
I would be comfortable enough answering it, but I just won't want to know who she's doing it with.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
some details.
Would you have a
Yeah.
problem if your daughter feels more comfortable asking that question to your partner?
Or even your sister, which would be
Straight
her
male
auntie.
partner.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean, I'm swapping the genders for a
Wait,
reason,
sorry,
right?
say that again.
So let's say your husband.
Yeah.
Your daughter feels more comfortable asking that question to your husband. Do you feel?
No, I wouldn't like that. I would hope that she would come to me
Why is that?
because she's a female. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
understand
like-
that
I
respect.
think experience-wise, right? Mum, she would
She has a
kinda
vagina. Yeah.
understand more.
Look.
Like it'd
Yeah.
feel weird
Yeah.
if she like it'd feel weird if my daughter specifically wouldn't come to me about those kind of things, and if she would go to my husband
Okay.
because I would have experienced, I would hope like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd feel weird because that she wouldn't come to me to trust me
So
for my advice.
can I change it up?
Sure.
Would you be offended if your daughter went to your wife for period advice?
No.
Okay, so be
But it's not that I wouldn't feel weird. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
feel weird. Full stop.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's my thing.
Yeah,
so it would be for
no.
her because her daughter would go to her husband will be weird for her because she's.
But then
an
I feel like
expert.
it would be my job as a parent to like have that ready, locked and loaded. Do you know what I mean? That information ready there, locked and loaded.
So
Rather
you're
than, like-
prepared.
just prepare.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
because
prepare,
it's
just in
awkward
case.
for me doesn't mean that my child should be like not getting my perspective on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
You know.
So as in like, oh, Mum's not there, I can go to Dad. And it'll be fine. It'll be
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I get that.
Saying
That
like
makes
that
sense.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
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 I said it for the funny, but like, yeah, like
Okay.
that's really what it is.
I was
Right?
just
Okay.
going to ask how your wife feels about like these answers.
We are united with.
We're a partnership, right?
Yeah, bro.
Partnership.
You see, I'm weird. My partner's the same. She just looks normal.
Oh god. All right.
Love you.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So let's start to wrap things up. So, Claudia. So this is for you. What is the most difficult thing about having a kid? I know we already touched base on this, but so far, with your son being 12, what's the most difficult part of having a kid?
Of having a kid, honestly, I think raising a child, it's the mental toll that it can take on you. And I feel like it's just not for us mothers as well. And I feel like it's something that doesn't really get discussed is also with the fathers. We kind of just, shove them to the side a little bit. But definitely the mental toll, you question your decisions, whether you're doing a good job as a parent. And then you worry about the judgment of other people as well. And it's just, are you raising them right? Am I raising him right? Is he going to be a good human being? I think that's just, for me, that's the hardest thing. It's just making sure that I'm raising a good kid. And just, I think also is, am I there enough for him? Especially since going back to work.
Yeah.
Like, am I there for you? Like, do you... And I think it's... Because like I said, I was lucky enough to have spent 5 years with him. But I think once I went back to work, it's like missing out on the milestones. And it's just I think it's just little things like that. For me in particular is,
Look, if it helps, like kids need their privacy, I had to stay at home mom like my entire adolescence, and like that kind of sucked. because it would be nice to have time alone, you know, and like especially heading to that age as well.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get up to stuff, but like it's sort of, you know, it's nice to not feel watched all the time.
Oh,
You know.
But
So-
I think it
I
also,
don't worry. I give him a lot of privacy. I feel like he's at the age where do I knock on the door now? You know what I mean?
yeah, probably.
But yeah, like that is like privacy is a gift within
Yeah.
itself. So, you know, like even if you're busy doing your own thing, like he's going to appreciate time alone.
Yeah.
I think it's like privacy, but also like independence and.
Oh, absolutely. I think that
Yeah,
plays
yeah,
hand in hand too.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, do I give him too much independence sometimes? You know, it's like, am I mothering him? Is he going to be okay? You know, if I leave him to stay by himself for the day or something.
Yeah, and he's to
Yeah,
learn
it's
how
just
to make a
little
sandwich,
things,
take care
you know,
of
just
himself.
little things like that. Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Out of the four of us, who do you think
Oh
will
my
rank the
God.
best to worst?
You know what? I'm gonna.
Ranking people?
No, I'm gonna
Ranking?
phrase that a little bit different. I feel like
awful.
I'm gonna rank who is probably the most prepared, like to be a parent to the least.
Like, I'm on my fence and it's like,
I'm here hyperventilating,
Yeah,
man.
the
So
hard
like,
it's crazy enough, but I feel like Vu here, he is. I feel like you're gonna be an
Yeah.
amazing parent. Not gonna lie, I know you have your traumas, but it's just honestly, just I feel like you wanting to be there for your daughter and how open you are. Like, you know, I think he'll be. Yeah, he's the most prepared.
Okay,
Yeah,
and?
I feel like you're the most prepared.
And
Oh,
What's
still
most
prompting.
prepared and what's the other part? Oh. Most prepared and actually, what were you going to say? So most prepared is done?
yeah, most prepared. Most
What-
That was
what
it.
about
That was
me?
it. That was it.
Yeah,
That was
that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm ranking. I'm ranking now.
I was gonna say, I thought it was gonna be like another one would be like, oh, you won an award for most prepared. Now for who's actually prepared or who has like mother instinct.
I think
dad instincts.
no. I
so
think
funny.
he's prepared. He's just overthinking. Secondly,
Oh, Sam.
yeah. I call that. yeah.
Fair enough.
it's just her answers. Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, so back to your previous episode, Vu mentioned that Sam doesn't have any motherly instincts. Why did you say that?
he doesn't know me.
I've yeah, I don't know who Sam is. No, I've never seen her in that mode. And to be fair, like there's not a lot of instances in our friendship in which I've seen you do that, you know.
No,
But it's just
very
like we're
true.
not around children, right? We're not.
Yeah.
When we're hanging out, it's not like there's a
Yeah.
kid nearby.
Honestly,
for you
it
to
doesn't
talk
come
to.
until the kid come. I had no maternal instinct whatsoever before I had my son. It's a learn on the job
I
kind of
personally
thing.
think I have
Yeah.
maternal instincts.
Like, I'm not arguing with you on that, right?
No,
It's not
I
like
know.
I think you have none and you're lying to
Yeah,
me. No,
yeah.
it's just like I haven't seen that, and so it didn't immediately jump to me as you having maternal instinct.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But you can tell with friend group hangouts, like who is the mum and who is the dad
But it's
of the
always just
group, and
us
like you
two.
could.
Okay.
That's-
But like
Yeah.
even if it's just you two, you sort of know. Like I would know when I hang out with one of my guy friends, I would know if he's a great dad. Like I can tell right off the bat.
I have a feeling sometimes as well. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this person would be a great parent.
Okay, would you say that about me?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. That's a lie.
he doesn't believe you.
I can't take it, bro. I can't.
It's a compliment thing, eh? Alright. Okay. So that's a good way to end up. We've got last question, concluding question. So you guys, what advice do you have for people who are expecting kids at the moment? Let's go with Jenny first.
Oh, actually, one of Julian's friends just gave birth like last week.
Oh my god!
But not that I have any
congrats.
advice for them because I'm not a parent myself. but,
Just
like,
shout out.
yeah, shout out, buddy. Listen to this podcast.
Baby.
But no, just take it easy. Yeah, every parent is navigating a new journey. So
Yeah, fair enough. Sam?
I think take everything that people tell you with a grain of salt. In the sense of everyone will tell you many different opinions and ways about like, you know, raising a child and, you know, everyone also like goes through different things as well with the body as well with females. Like I heard hair loss is a thing with pregnancy and like there's a lot of things that I think, you know, you don't really learn about. So I think do your research as well, but don't. You know how like you can over research?
Oh yeah, I did that. Absolutely,
Yeah.
110%.
Everybody.
Yeah, correct.
Me right now.
Yeah. Like take it all in, but follow with what you believe is the way that you want to, raise your child. I think. Yeah. That's my advice.
Claudia?
I would say enjoy the high and lows of the whole process. I think importantly is build that strong foundation between mum and dads, like the parents.
Have a happy marriage, Rez.
It's not even that. It's just not like happy marriage, yes. But I think at times when because I know I did it myself when I was pregnant, I had expectation of what my husband should know he needs to do, right? But in his mind, he's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you want of me. Yeah. So I think it's the communication. So don't think that your partner's going to know what you want. Kind of like, talk to them, ask them. Or even with you, if you feel like, I want to help you, but I kind of don't know what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely talk to each other, communicate. I think that's extremely important just to build that strong foundation. Yeah.
I think I actually was listening to something about that. Like, don't just assume. Like, don't make assumptions.
Yeah.
Like, definitely have those conversations with your partner on everything, and just don't assume. So.
Because emotions are real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emotions are real. That's
Been a lot of
a
that
real
today, bro.
thing.
A lot of like peaks.
Yes.
Okay. My advice is, look, you and your partner, you guys do you. You two are individual souls. Your kid is your individual soul. All right. No other person can tell you what to do. You can take their advice and do what with it.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like no kid's the same. So
it's your own journey. Honestly, you'll work it out for yourselves. Honestly, what works out best for you. Yeah.
And finally, Vu, what have you learned after this episode and the advice you're willing to dish out?
I don't know shit about anything, man. I think not necessarily reflect on what I've learned, although I did learn a lot. Thank you very much for coming. It's more. I think I wanted people to be aware of those kind of harmful sayings and stuff like that when you're pregnant. It's like, oh, when the kid is born, then everything's all good, and you will just learn how to be maternal afterwards, or it will just come to you like that, and it's that's not, do you know what I mean?
It's not helpful.
It's not that it's not helpful. It's just when it doesn't happen, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
I've seen people who's just I didn't feel anything when I had my kid, and you know what, act that's absolutely fair. The scope of human experience doesn't mean that everyone's going to have the same reaction. Yeah. And so they feel even worse when they don't feel that, and then they don't share that, and then just sitting with this feeling. And it's awful. It's isolating because you feel like a bad person if you voice it. And I don't know, I think that is sort of a lot of the problem with postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis, heaven forbid. And it's I don't know, I think you shouldn't focus too much on the everything's all good and roses and stuff side, and just be aware. I know this is a cloud on the situation, but be aware of the real risks of things. And pregnancy isn't easy, and
the realities.
Yeah. And then giving birth is not a calm thing to happen, even though it happens all the time.
It's not a beautiful experience.
It's a beautiful experience, man.
Yeah. Traumatizing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that
I
much
know
now.
people who tour.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, and it's just months and years of recovery, and that's just after one kid, So, don't feel bad if you feel bad.
Definitely don't feel bad. I think, I don't know about you, but do you guys have, does your partner actually has a pregnancy plan in place? Once a natural birth, all that?
Yeah. She works in that space, so
yeah.
she got that.
And I think with me too, because when my plan didn't go according to plan, I was very hard on myself. I was really upset. I remember coming home and just crying because I felt like such a failure as a mum. Dude. Yeah, so I couldn't give birth naturally. He was emergency C-section. I couldn't even breastfeed because he wouldn't latch. He was hooked up into monitors, and it was such a lot of emotions. And like you said, no one ever prepares you about the downfall of when things don't go correct. So I think that's another thing. That's a good point to put out there, that, you know, when things don't go as planned, don't work yourself up over it, you know. And I think the best thing, as long as you're healthy, baby's healthy, you're both safe, I think that's the most important thing as well.
100%.
Yeah.
No, very true. Yeah. All good advice.
So thank you, Claudia, for joining us today.
Thank you so
It was
much.
Thanks
great.
for having me.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry I couldn't be any more help. Yeah.
No, you're so helpful.
Well, we hope you join us next time in the future or whatnot. And for the viewers, okay, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this episode, okay, and hit us up with any other ideas. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning into this episode.
If you love us, don't forget to like, hit subscribe, and follow us.
Slide into our DMs and our socials below.
Remember to keep it casual.
Bye.